driving. Later I'll order some food, okay? It's your boy, Carlitos Ray World TV. I'm gonna play some Undisputed Ranked.
Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our... Introducing first, it's Katie.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fight.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as... Here we go for round 1. Clean jab. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot by her. Beautiful counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
She got clipped by that counter. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
She wasn't ready for that counter. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That counter shot lands. A perfect counter lands. The pound-for-pound queen, Katie Taylor, goes down. That punch dropped her hard. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see.
1, 2, 3, 4. May you continue.
Looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
That was a bad round. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done so much better before. Just forget. Okay, I'm happy.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, I think we can all agree that was not the best round for her. Let's see what kind of advice and strategy their corner goes with heading into this next round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter punch. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
Now, you've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Good counter shot by her. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. She catches and counters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. You wonder if her trainer is going to give her some advice here.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Relax, their focus, and you will be on top. Boxer, if you box, you will...
Still landing those power shots. Good work.
And there's the bell to start round 3. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. Every time they...
Come on, bro.
And as we take another look, it's the punch right here that sealed the deal.
Are you okay?
This game okay, yeah. This game okay, yeah.
You're out.
This game sucks. I like the game. It doesn't suck. But the way she beat me sucked.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
On to the next. That's right. Most of the L's is going to be that way.
Number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining.
Everyone won.
We are live at Valcour Bay on a beautiful... Janovec. Jaime Munguia, very intimidating.
This bout is...
A lot of pre-match. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. It's all offense, all the time. Misses. How about that time counter shot? How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? honest, your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That right hook won't score. Beautiful counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnny Buck in that last round. As bad as boxing. There's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That jab doesn't score. They exchange punches. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They block the left there. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. They've got Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Hook was off target. That counter punch caught him clean. Misses with the straight left. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. Huh?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh, Munguia made him. Munguia is down. You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4.
they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Here we go to the fourth round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Let's see that again.
Man, his body's full like a pretzel. All that. Ooh. Never seen that in my life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout.
the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of... It's the incomparable... And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time light heavyweight champion of the world.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Hey, those punches add up. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Swing and a miss with the jab. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice hook there. He misses with that straight left. Just missed with that hook. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter shot. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to... On to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What? There's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And just got countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones. Here we go to the 4th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch could change everything in this battle. A perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
As we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your blood.
back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now. On to the fifth we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Won't score. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Do you believe this? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. About Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is on to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
How about that time counter shot? Didn't land that jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Pensacola's finest is down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Wet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
10
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.